Yeah, just like I said, and maybe you wrote that before I gave the explanation on why I rate it so high. But yeah, I mean, you talk about Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, PE's Takes a Nation of Millions and Holds Back, NWA Straight Outta Compton for either other reasons on why that album was so great and how it took it to the West Coast and put West Coast on the top. Run DMC's Rock Box. You're talking about 85, yeah. From Tiffany Pool in Portland, Comptroller from Enville. The Comptroller. She says, is either Eric B. or Rakim a white woman? Then how the hell is he going to know this? Wait a minute. I didn't realize that my man Fel Pay got down with the swirl like that. I think you're confusing him with Jay Clyde. That's Jay Clyde's tip. Yeah. From Griff, he says, true. I still have it on vinyl somewhere in storage. Talking about that paid in full album. From Tiffany Pool in Portland, Comptroller from Ninjaville. Should have asked who's the lead guitarist of the Rolling Stones. 3 seconds, Keith Richards. Yes, Felpay, you got it. That's funny. From Juan Cruz, it says, not hip-hop to the new school hip-hop. Can someone explain to me who this Lil Yachty is or who Doug is making his name up? I'm not making up. There is a Lil Yachty that's running the radio charts. You don't know Lil Yachty? You don't know who Lil Yachty is? From Felpay, Tiff get mad and start accusing all of us of sleeping with white women. Right, Tiff, I think you're wrong. And listen, let me make sure I say this for the record. There's nothing wrong if you prefer white women. That's fine. But I think Tiffany in the chat room is confusing Felpay with Jay Clyde. Now, Jay Clyde love him some white women. No, why are you booing? From Kicking It with Kesey, second album, Tribe, was called Low End Theory. I remember that. My bad, but check which was better, Low End or Midnight Marauders. Ugh. I mean, both phenomenal. From Montana Jones, Kwame, the Boy Genius, greatest rap album. Kwame? Now, I'm a fan of the great Kwame. Don't get it twisted. I mean, but he only had like 1 or 2 songs. Have we ever featured Kwame? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Have we ever featured Kwame on Tribute Tuesday? I don't think he has enough hits. I don't think he has 5 hits. We need you to have 5 hits to be featured on Tribute Tuesday. So Kwame had the Polka Dot song, Only You. And then he also had another song, too. Or am I mixing him with Kid and Play? Like Kid and Play and Kwame seemed like they were lost at birth or whatever. They actually related or something. They had the same stilo, the same style with their music, all during the same era, the late 80s. From Tiffany Pool in Portland, Felpay, I do that, huh? Don't act like Felpay ain't ever got down with the swirl. If he ain't with one now, he's had some of his past. I can feel it. From Chuckdown Frank in the chat room, Spreaker.com, not prefer white women, but we are inclusive of white women, is what Chuckdown Frank is saying. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with white women. From Sidney L. Jackson, Doug, but if you check the album sales, nobody is buying these mumble rappers. It's always Drake, J. Cole, Future, Wale, and K. Lamar in top album sales. Okay, all right. That may be the case. I haven't done that much investigation into who's actually selling albums or not. Every time I turn the TV, though, or every time I look on social media, somebody's posted a video with Lil Yachty. From Rel Scott, Criminal Minded, BDP, greatest album ever. Wow. Wow. Yeah, fantastic album. So I just pulled up the 100 best hip-hop albums of all times, and I need to be careful in pulling up a link like this on my computer just out of the blue. Might be a damn virus or something like that. And through the annals, through the history of hip-hop, man, there's been so many great albums. I'm trying to look. Eminem has had a couple great albums. The Marshall Mathers LP, Tupac, All Eyes on Me. This particular list that I'm looking at right now got Tupac's All Eyes on Me at number 80. Right. That'll tell you how deep this goes. They got number 69, Kanye West's Late Registration, which I would probably put higher. We just talked about it. Boogie Down Productions, number 64 on this list of top 100 albums of all times. Hip-hop albums. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. We forget how many great rappers that there have been in history. We forget how many great albums have been put out over the last 40-plus years. At number 57, they got De La Soul's De La Soul is Dead. At number 56, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, Outkast is at number 56. Number 56? Wait a minute. Shit. Number 50, Big Punisher's Capital Punishment. Number 50. Ooh, this is another classic one. Number 49, Black Star, Mos Def, and Talib Kweli are Black Star. Let me move up. Number 45, LL Cool J, My Radio. That's classic. Number 44, Brand Nubians, One for All. One for All, Brand Nubian. That's number 44. They got that rated ahead of LL's Radio. Let me move down. Oh, my gosh. Lord have mercy. At number 43, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And maybe that isn't higher because, half of that damn album was singing, which it was phenomenal. That's another one that you need to have in your damn library if you're a hip-hop aficionado. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, phenomenal album. Number 42, EPMD, Unfinished Business. Let me jump down a little bit further. What? They got Life After Death. Every time I try to move up to the top of the list, another shocker. At number 40, they've got the Notorious B.I.G.'s Life After Death at 40? Holy shit. Fear of a Black Planet, Public Enemy at number 35. Ghostface Killer, Iron Man, they got it at number 34 ahead of Public Enemy. That doesn't make no damn sense. Ice Cube's Americas with 3 Ks, Most Wanted, at number 33. That should be way higher. Machiavelli, the Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory, which I love that album too. I don't think that album, Tupac's Machiavelli album, got enough, praises. That came out like right after he died. Phenomenal. They got that at number 29. This is a good-ass list. I can't wait to see what's at number 1. You got all these fantastic albums. This proves my point. Really, it's very difficult to talk about the greatest rappers and the greatest albums because there's been so much great stuff over the last 40 years. Number 24, Run DMC Raising Hell. Number 22, EPMD Strictly Business. Number 21, Africa Bambaataa, Looking for the Perfect Beat. Classic. Number 20, Main Source, Breaking Atoms. Number 18, Cypress Hill. Number 17, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style. Number 16, The Fugees, The Score. Classic album right there. Okay, all right. So, Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions, number 14. Number 13, Outkast, Aquemini, another phenomenal album. This is a good-ass list. Who is this? Who are these people that put this list together? ThoughtCompany.com. Okay. Number 13, Aquemini. Number 12, Ice Cube, Death Certificate. Okay, that was a great-ass album. Let's start with number 11. I'm going to go down from number 11 to number 1. This type of shit happens on the Doug Stewart Show. We just make this shit up as we go. Right, just like we'll give you a top 5 off the top of our heads. of peanuts and nuts. Pause. We'll run down the list of top 100 hip-hop albums of all time. Coming in at number 11, Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. Phenomenal. What? At number 11? Hey, man, this ain't adding up. This ain't adding up. You got Reasonable Doubt at number 11? At number 10, Tupac's Me Against the World. Number 9, A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. My man Kesey just talked about that a couple minutes ago. Number 8, NWA Straight Outta Compton. All right. Number 7, The Chronic, Dr. Dre. Number 6, Wu-Tang Clan's Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. At number 6. Number 5, damn, phenomenal album, but would I put it ahead of the Wu-Tang together? Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, classic album. At number 4, they've got Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim's Paid in Full at number 4. You know why I had it. I just told you I had it number 1, but number 4 is respectable. Number three, Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Agree with that 100%. Should be in the top 5. Number 2, The Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die. If you take out the historical significance I talked about with Rakim, with Eric B. and Rakim, and being where it took hip-hop from one level to the next, if you take that little part of the equation out, yeah. The Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die, every track on that album was phenomenal. And the number 1 hip-hop album of all times, this was a phenomenal list. I got to give it to him. The number 1 hip-hop album of all times is Nas's Illmatic. I brought up this fact when we did Nas Tuesday for Tribute Tuesday, that a lot of different hip-hop, hip-hop magazines or websites or whatever says that Nas's Illmatic was the greatest hip-hop album of all time. I got to go back and listen to it. I thought it was great, but I don't remember it being greater than some of these PE albums or BDP albums or Run DMC albums or Run DMC albums, or Tribe Called Quest or Biggie Smalls. I mean, I'm going to go back and listen to it. I got it. I got that CD. I got the Illmatic CD. I'm going to go back and listen to it again. But I got to give these people their props, man. This is a great-ass list. I'm going to post this list in the Doug Stewart Show Facebook chat group. All right, back in 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show.
Yes, there was a young suitor from out of the bunch. She's gonna eat him for lunch. You know she's got an eye. Didn't mean to excuse her from having a fun. He just noticed the one chick that's looking fly. Silence rolled by, voices in my head. It's starting to look like a typical case of some lame lines. He leaned in slightly, she's declining.